All right, welcome everyone. My name is Christina Aman, and I am really pleased to be able to share this presentation with you today about our upcoming January health transformation. So this is a really unique program. I believe anything unlike anything else that you've heard about, and I'm going to dive into why I believe that is and why I'm so passionate about sharing the stories with you and the science as well. So 7 years ago, after I had had two children, I started aging, or so I thought. Had sluggish energy, aches and pains, brain fog, interrupted sleep, mild depression, skin rashes, even browning of my teeth, perpetual overwhelm, and kind of just a general lack of passion for life. I thought, well, I guess this is it. It's kind of all downhill from here. I didn't have any really acute health issues. And I figured I'm pretty much healthy. I'm doing all the healthy things and eating organic and growing my own food. So I suppose this is the best I can hope to feel in life. But somehow I knew that I could feel better. Somewhere deep down, I knew there was more to life. And after hearing some friends tell me about the ultimate lifestyle transformation and starting with a 90-day program of lifestyle shifting, I decided to give it a try. And within days, I felt so deeply nourished at a cellular level, unlike any feeling I had ever had before in my life. And really, what happened is over the course of this 90 days, but pretty quickly, right from the beginning, I started to see all of the things, all of the aging symptoms I mentioned earlier vanish one by one. And started to feel, have a little bit of excess body weight disappear and gain lean muscle and basically spring out of bed with a whole new zest for life. Um, and you really actually even grow younger. So I really want to share with you, why is it that this program has such incredible results from anywhere, somebody like me who's generally healthy to people who are also experiencing pretty serious chronic and acute issues, diagnoses, symptoms, sometimes symptoms and issues that are undiagnosed and nobody can find relief for. Maybe they've tried all the other supplements out there. Maybe they've tried all the kinds of other modalities, everything in Western and other forms of medicine, and simply can't get a relief. And I've watched thousands and thousands of people see results with this program. So why is it so special and so unique? Well, I want to tell you about 5 specific key points that for me make this program stand apart. And by the way, we're talking about Purium Superfoods and the ultimate lifestyle transformation. So first of all, the soil. 1% of soil in this country still retains minerals and nutrients. It would take eating about 100 carrots right now to get the same amount of nutrition that a carrot 100 years ago had, because of how depleted our soils are. So 99% of our soils are depleted, which means 99% of our foods are depleted of nutrients, which, guess what, means that 99% of us are basically depleted. So all those aging symptoms I thought I was experiencing, was a lot of it was depletion and then also toxicity. Our soil is so deeply mineral rich, from the location being on this ancient lava lake bed with 96 feet of compressed topsoil, in addition to decades of regenerative farming, adding nutrients in, composting, green manuring, and all these incredible methods to really have rich soil. So that's number one. Number two, we have a very low temperature dehydration method. So whereas most dehydration is heat, this is wind-based. We literally blow the juice crystals apart from the water with a proprietary method. And that means that when you then encapsulate the powders that came just right off the farm from this farm fresh food, it's retaining maximum nutrient content and enzymes. So it's actually more enzyme rich than a broccoli from the grocery store shelf that may have been harvested weeks ago, air conditioned, refrigerated and trucked and all of that. Number three, the purity standards are off the charts. We have an in-house microbiologist. When all of those beautiful powders are then brought to the manufacturing facility, a five-tiered system of detection of contamination looks at it to make sure that there is nothing, no heavy metals, no agricultural or industrial chemicals, no molds, nothing that would compromise the integrity of these foods. So this is way beyond organic. This is way beyond what most companies who do allow for some contamination in order to increase profit margin. This is a mission-based company, meaning they're here to help humanity thrive and increase our vitality. They're not here for the profit. So the purity standards are absolutely incredible. Fourthly, if you're familiar with Roundup, whose main chemical constituent is glyphosate, and go ahead and put anything in the chat if you're agreeing with this or have questions or comments or want to add to anything. If you're familiar with glyphosate, it's basically, in the form of Roundup being sprayed everywhere, heavily used in certain parts of the country. And it is now being detected, even though it was sold as not being water soluble, it's turned out to be water soluble. It was originally a pipe cleaner. Wow, I didn't know that. It is water soluble and therefore found in soil, air, umbilical cords, breast milk, even organic food. In 80% of foods are detected with glyphosate levels. So it's really hard to avoid. And it acts as a basically very harsh antibiotic on the gut, killing off the gut flora and fauna, not to mention the soil. And has been linked to multiple autoimmune issues, cancers, autism, mental health issues, because serotonin is produced in the gut, on and on and on. So it's a pretty serious threat to our health nowadays. And we have the first and only product on the market that actually chelates, pulls the glyphosate out of the gut, repairs the gut villi, the little hairs responsible for the absorption and assimilation of our food, which if they're damaged, even if you're eating the best food on the planet, you're not getting that nutrition, and then repopulates with prebiotics and probiotics. So that product is called Biomedic. It's a signature product that's part of our program. And the fifth point I want to make, and why this company is so amazing that I'm excited to share about it, is that our packet, we've gone plastic free. I think that we're less than 1% in plastic production. We've saved over 270,000 tons of plastic since we went plastic free a couple of years ago. And all of our packaging is non-GMO, home compostable, meaning you can put it in your home compost or bury it in your backyard. It's amazing. So it can feel really good as a carbon footprint to get these products shipped right to our door. I can get you that list, but not while I'm talking, unless somebody else has it. And I'll give you a sixth bonus to me for this program, because this is a transformation. It's going to shift literally our relationship with food, our relationship with health, our relationship with how we go about our day. And the number one selling point that I needed to hear when I said yes to this was that we don't have to go hungry. That's right. We are eating food every day. This is something you can do while you go to work, while you're a parent, while you work out even. It's very customizable and modifiable for each different person's lifestyle needs and choices and desires, and how fast you want to accelerate your detoxification. It can be slow and gentle and gradual, or you could speed it up and you can get with somebody to talk about those details. But I'm going to briefly go over the exact products that you get in your kit, how it's going to work, how we'll support you in a community transformation, and then close it out. I'll end the recording. You can ask some questions. So we start the day with a product called Super Aminos 23. It is aminos, and that is what the body needs to produce protein. So rather than eating protein to make protein, we actually need amino acids to make protein. We're going to get 99% of the protein that's available, that's bioavailable from these, versus if you go eat some food that's protein, you're getting like 30 something percent of the protein, and then your kidney and liver have to process the rest of that waste, which can have other effects. So this is an incredible protein source. It gives you energy, it goes right into your bloodstream, your muscles, your lymphatic system within 23 minutes. It's brain food. It produces skin elasticity. It's amazing. So that's the first product. The second product, I mentioned the Biomedic. We're going to take that a couple of times a day to just help. This is literally a clinically trialed product that pulls out glyphosate, and so we're going to watch that come out. You might even see it come out. You can ask somebody about those details. But this has been very helpful to get rid of a lot of people's bloating and brain fog in particular. The third product I want to mention is our shake. So we have our most popular shake is called Power Shake. This is that beautiful juice crystals blend of super fruits and veggies and grasses and different way beyond organic ingredients that are going to give you basically all of the micronutrients and phytonutrients you need throughout, in your day. So no matter what else you eat that day, you're getting the baseline of your nutrition. Anything else is a bonus. It's delicious. We have an appleberry flavor, or if you're really hardcore, you can go for the grass flavored original flavor. We have a couple of other shake options that you can talk to somebody about that can be swapped out in our customizable package. Our next core product is called Apothecary, and we take this at night to, it is one ingredient, tart cherry, and it is the number one food on the planet that gives the body the highest ability to produce natural melatonin. So you're going to go into a deep state of REM sleep and wake up really refreshed. And during that REM sleep is when all of your cells are regenerating and rejuvenating from whatever stresses we experience throughout the day. So this is known as an anti-aging elixir, very high anti-inflammatory, and overall first product I noticed of all of them. Just first time I slept with it was like, wow, that was an amazing night's sleep. So our final product is one that we will take for 10 days at a time. This is an herbal formulation that goes into the colon and flushes out parasites, candida, fungus, and actually breaks up undigested, hardened funk that's sitting in there. Most humans are walking around, especially in this country, with pounds and pounds of undigested fecal matter that just sits there. And we're going to get rid of that. We're going to do that not only by taking this for 10 days, but during that 10-day portion, having what we consume be as hydrating and high fiber as possible to help move it out. So again, this is customizable depending on how much you want to, how deep you want to go with this detox, or how soft and gentle and gradual you want to go. But you want to think hydrating foods. We have a list of foods that are recommended for the entire program. And we're mostly going to be focusing on whole foods, organic foods, and we have recipes and lots of ways to support you in doing this. So you are eating, and you can still eat with your family, and you can even still go to parties, and we have tips on how to do that, and even out to eat. on this program. So mostly the way that we look at it is that we're adding all of this good stuff in, and when the body receives what it needs, it is so much more likely to let go of anything it's been holding on to. So rather than it be an elimination or a deprivation or a restriction experience, it's really about giving to ourselves. And when we're deeply nourished, we can let go. So that's a little bit about the products. I want to tell you about our support system and why now is such a powerful way. Well, it's resolution season, right? How many people at this time of year are ready to look better, feel better, coming out of the holidays, maybe having, you know, perpetuated some habits they may not have wished to, and are ready to just clean the slate. And this is such a great time of year to dive in. And as a community, we can help each other stay accountable. We can have fun. We can give each other that wisdom and knowledge exchange. So we have a Facebook community that you'll be able to join. In there, it's already pre-populated, but we're going to continue to have new content coming in. Classes, meditations, recipes, tips. You can ask questions. You can make friends in there. You can, find an accountability buddy. It's the space is yours to weave community, just following kindness guidelines and appropriateness, of course. And then we're going to have weekly live Zooms. So you can come, we'll start off on January 11th with an intention setting, and people can ask questions, they can set goals, they can ask to be, witnessed and held accountable. So that's all available to you. And we have a whole team of incredible facilitators who have been doing these for years. Many of us will do these resets 4 times a year. And so we have a lot of experience in how to make this a really gentle and safe and effective and powerful experience for you. The last thing I want to mention is that there is a giveaway happening right now. So we actually are giving away an entire transformation package to one lucky winner. And if you want to know more about that, get with the person who's sharing it with you to see how you can enter the giveaway on Facebook or Instagram. And the last thing I want to mention is that if you would like to hear more about how you can actually get your products paid for, aside from the giveaway, we do have a business that can be added. It's not a requirement of becoming a customer, but if you're interested in learning about how you can bring 3 people in to share this with you and get your entire package paid for, then again, get with the person who's sharing this with you. And we actually have a presentation coming up on January 3rd to learn more about not only how to get your products paid for, but also how you can have an entire wealth transformation and really watch your entire financial reality shift. So that's also been my story, going from trying to figure out how to make ends meet to really living the life of our dreams. And I'll be sharing more about that then. So thank you everybody for being here today. I'm super excited to welcome you into our community transformation. And I'm gonna turn off the recording and open it up for any questions.